Hey YouTube, today I'd like to go over the personal/entertainment compartment for my new bug out bag. I'm almost done with this bug out bag redesign project and I'm getting kind of excited to see the finish line. On this particular compartment, it's not going to just be one compartment, it's going to be a bunch of little mini compartments that in general have personal information, entertainment items, miscellaneous items. So let's get started. I might have to do this in multiple parts just because there's a lot of different things to cover. So I'll try to go as fast as I can. So let's get started. One of the items that I carry in my Urban EDC backpack is the xpedition EDC pocket organizer, and this comes in handy. I use this almost daily, and so I wanted to have something kind of similar in my bug out bag, so I had to go get a new one. This one's going to be a little bit thicker than what I carry for EDC, but it has some more items in it. So let's just open it up really quick. So what I have in here is just basic pens, some USB thumb drives, and some other items. So let me just go right to it. So I have a Pentel 0.9 millimeter mechanical pencil. This is my favorite pencil to use. I've been using these for a long time now, probably 15 years or so. The next item I have, this is a Zebra 701 stainless steel pen. It's a really nice pen. It has a nice weight to it and balance. It's a 0.7 millimeter head on it, so a tip on it, sorry. And so I really like this, although I couldn't decide, do I want to have this pen or do I also want to have an additional pen? So I also got a Write and Rain pen, and I just bought this this past weekend from USNER and so I have two pens in this little kit. I also have a Sharpie, and here I have this is just a little knife sharpener. I just wanted to carry that. I already have a knife sharpener in my tools compartment, but just in case I lose it, I wanted to have an additional one. It was so small that I wanted to include it in there. Okay, so over here I have two USB thumb drives. Now these are both 8 gigabyte. They're made by Kingston. I don't have it marked yet, but this one on the left currently has a Linux boot on it. So I have a Ubuntu on it, and this one's just completely blank. And on the Ubuntu one, I also have, all the common things that people do, that having the scanned passport, driver's license, birth certificate, social security card, medical information, all that. I'm not going to show all that to you guys just because I don't want any kind of identity theft from YouTube. So, but yeah, it's all on here. And then I use TrueCrypt for the encryption software. So that's what I have there. I have another one. This is a 16 gigabyte one. I'm going to be putting this into my SAS survival pouch, and it'll also have the Linux boot on it with backups of all those important documents. Also included in here is a Bic lighter, and then another Streamlight Stylus Pro. I have a lot of these little flashlights around, but I wanted to have that included there as well. Unfortunately, since it has AAA batteries, now I have to carry a couple AAA batteries with me, but I had to do what I had to do. So, okay, so in the back here I have, this is a Write and Rain all-weather notebook. I don't carry this in my EDC just because I don't, normally I'm not outside in the rain writing love letters or anything like that. But in a bug out situation, I might have to write in the rain, so that's why I got this one. Digging in the back here, this is a calculator. And I'm not some big, nerd guy that's going to want to do math equations in a bug out situation, but I wanted a calculator just because it might be a stressful environment, and if I need to do any kind of calculations regarding traveling with miles, with portioning of food, things like that, and I wanted to quickly calculate it. This one I got online. It's the brand's Aurora. It costs about $5 or so, and I got it because it has a hard cover on the top here. It's solar and battery powered, and it's fairly light, so I included that into this compartment. Down in here I have some earbuds, or some, just in case, some hearing protection. Never know, maybe I need to sleep and someone's a big snorer, I don't know. And in this side over here, I got this past weekend as well at the Puyallup Emergency Preparedness Fair, and this is a disaster resource book. Now I have this one, I have two of them. This one's, for this video, this is the blank one, and some of these are going to be replaced, but it basically has just a general preparedness plan. Not necessarily for me because I have everything planned out, but if someone else, like my wife or someone else that needs some of this information. So it has out-of-area contacts, some quotes, some photos is another important thing I'd want to have just in case I miss someone in my party. But I'm going to save their disaster resource kind of planning and book for a separate video. So that's why I'm not going to get into it. And I didn't want to have a bunch of personal phone numbers in this video. Let's see, and that just might have, let's see, I also have the Victorinox cadet knife in here. I've been trying to figure out a way of using this, and I decided to put it into the bob. And then in the front here, you notice these, I have a couple refills for the Zebra 701 pen, so those are included there. All right, so that is the first part of this personal entertainment compartment, so let's continue on. The next item I wanted to discuss was the xpedition Traveler. Now, you originally saw this in a video I made for game day EDC for going to football games. I have a different system now that I've kind of worked up for those games, and so I thought I would use this into the bob. So I'm not going to show everything that's in here because I don't want you seeing my social security number or anything like that, but basically I have a passport. In this middle pouch here I have a color copy of driver's license, of social security card. Down here in this back pocket I have another Ride and Rain notebook. And in the back here I have another Zebra 701 pen, another Pentel mechanical pencil, and a Sharpie. And I'm thinking in this back little pocket here I might use this for in the money compartment that I have. I might store some of the cash in there. But I'm not going to tell you all my little secrets on where the cash is stored at, just in case any of you guys are bugging out with me. Don't want you to rob me, even though I really like talking to you guys online. So that's I wanted to have this kind of close by on me, so this could be around my neck. There's also additional tie that goes around that, so it could be close on you at all times. I want my passport really nearby. Now, I was also thinking if I had any kind of chip in there, if this passport isn't quite that new, but some of the newer ones, it's possible for people to scan and get your information from there. So something I saw from Condor 5x5, he had it's by Secure Sleeve something. I'll put a link to it. I forget the exact name, but you could actually cover these up with some kind of metallic envelope that would protect it, and also for credit cards and stuff like that. So that's something I'm looking at, but I haven't got it yet, and this particular passport doesn't really need it. So so that's the additional item for this compartment. So let's continue on. All right, so the next item to go over are maps. I wanted some hard copy of maps, even though I'm going to have a GPS unit with me. And this particular map, it's a waterproof map case. It's made by, you can get it at REI, by Dry Dock, waterproof small map case. I'm not sure if I really like it as much as what I was hoping, because it's a little short for some of the taller maps. But I also have a short map in there that fits pretty nicely in there. So. But I wanted to keep them waterproof, even though this first one here, the Seattle map, it's laminated, so it would be good for writing on. It won't tear or anything like that. And it has a detailed map of downtown the Seattle area in general. The thing I don't really like about this one is, in particular, as the paper ones, is you don't get quite as much detail on the roads and everything that you would on a paper. But on the plus side, it is laminated. It wouldn't tear. You could write on it with some kind of a non-permanent marker. That might be something else that I could add into this little compartment here. So these other maps here, these are just some of the surrounding areas, the Tacoma, Lakewood, Puyallup area. This is a paper map, which is a lot. It's it's not going to be waterproof, but it has a lot more detail in it. And then this is just one of the state of Washington. I don't have one for the other states at this point, just because I wasn't really planning on going to any other state. But maybe if I need to, I could add that as well. So. But these are the three maps that I have in this case. So I might decide to go with a different type of case, similar to this one here, but I haven't decided yet. But this is currently what I'm looking at. All right, let's move on. I'm going to keep rolling the film. So the next thing to go over is I wanted to have some treats with me, and so this little bag. This is actually the bag I have for my food compartment. And it's a real lightweight, ultralight stuff sack, basically, and it came in this nice little case. So I thought I would use it for the bug-out bag. It's not really waterproof, but I don't think I need it to be. And so I have it marked as well. So this is gum and mints, and that's all I have in this little compartment. I want to have a lot of that. I think it's good for morale, good to keep the breath smelling good. And I have a bunch of different, packs of gum in there. It could maybe even be used for barter if you wanted to. So I have, let me show you what I have in there. So I have 3 of those. I have some double mint gum. I have some cough drops as well. And I'm slightly addicted to cough drops. I'm not sure why, but I really like them. And then I have one of these mini Altoid peppermints. There's 50 in there. And you notice it's pretty quiet, huh? Normally, if you shake that thing, there's a lot of it sounds like you have a rattle on you or something, the giveaway that you're walking by. So I ended up taking all the mints and putting it into a small little bag. By the way, if you're going to be getting into making a bob, make sure you get a lot of these little plastic little bags. That they come in extremely handy all the time. So that's why I did to silence this compartment. So that's my gum and mints compartment for the personal items. Continuing on. This next little one, I wanted to have a bunch of little ones because right now space is starting to become an issue in my backpack, but I have a lot of little hidden cubbies and stuff, and I could put all these in there a lot easier than if I had a real large compartment that had everything in it. So this, I'm not sure where I got this bag from. I have no idea actually, but this is going to be actually my games little mini compartment. So I don't really have much in here at this point. What I have is two set of dice, and they're in little plastic bags. And then I have 2 decks of cards, and I have bicycle cards. I was going to go with like a real hardcore casino card. I just haven't had time to go to a casino to get it. I don't usually go to casinos, but I wanted to have 2 set of cards. I thought, if you could play cards with people, good for morale. Solitaire if you're by yourself. And another item that I'm hoping to add to this, I want to have a little kind of Sudoku. I like playing Sudoku. If I had some kind of like, I don't know, it has to be fairly thin to fit in here. But if any of you guys know of a good little Sudoku notebook or something that I could fit in there, please send me a personal message or leave a comment, because I'd like to also add that in there as well. I was half tempted to get a little mini chess set or checker set, but it was just kind of too heavy and made a little bit too much noise, too bulky. Maybe I can make one that's like real flat, like made out of paper or something, for if I wanted to play chess. My wife doesn't like playing chess anyway, so I guess I'd have to play solo. So that is my games compartment. So let me I gotta look at all the rest of the stuff here, and then let me reevaluate, and I'll start filming again. The next compartment I'd like to go over is my batteries, and I have it labeled as well, just in case someone needs to see it. This is made by Targus. A couple months ago I bought a bunch of these little molded camera cases over at Big Lots because they're fairly cheap, just for this kind of purpose. I've also used it in other compartments, like for example this is another one I have this is my little fire kit. But anyway, so in this one I have batteries. Now, I don't have tons and tons and tons of batteries, but I have a good amount of batteries. So let me show you what I do have. I have them in the little plastic bags, and these are lithium. So I have, let's see, 12 lithium AA batteries, and then I have let's see, how many do I have here? I have 10 of just normal AAA batteries. So and that's currently what I have, and so these would be for my headlamp and for the little Streamlight Stylus Pro that you saw in here, and then these batteries here would be for other items. So I also have some rechargeable batteries. I'll show you those in a little bit, but these would be for the Phoenix LD20, the radios, things like that. So I was hoping to just stick with only AA batteries, but I do have, since the headlamp was AAA, I had to have some of those AAAs as well. So that's currently what I have for my battery case. I know there's CountyCom has a nice little battery case as well. I just haven't made it my order yet with CountyCom, just because all the stuff that I really need to get from them are these little nickel and dime things, and the shipping's just kind of more than I want to spend right now. So because I know they have something that's better built for batteries, but this is what I'm using currently. Let's see. So I also have, I have more batteries if need be, if I wanted to add it to here, but they're kind of heavy, to carry that kind of stuff. So let's continuing on. Let's go to this one's kind of a little random. So I wanted to include condoms, and no, these aren't going to be for storing water. If that was the case, I would have picked non-lubricated. These ones are for their design purpose. This is my anti-baby prepper deterrent type measure. So I have 3 of them in here. I always remember that movie Independence Day from like 1996, where there's these teenagers and the one guy's trying to talk the girl into doing it, and oh, it's the end of the world, and do you want to die a virgin? And so I imagine some of that's going to go on. Maybe I could use this as barter if need be. I could be the condom dispenser for the bug out party. But anyway, I wanted to have a couple of those with me for that purpose, just in case, I don't know, end of the world and you want to, I don't know, get a little romantic. So I'm not sure where those are going to go, but I'll find a place. So let's continuing on. Let's go to. I have a book with me. I picked one book, and that is the SAS Survival Guide, and this is the little mini version, the pocket version. It's basically the same as the larger version that I have. It's just very, very small and lightweight. I'm going to be putting it in some kind of plastic bag. I haven't decided yet. But if I wanted one book, this is the kind of the one I wanted to pick. I also might include I have a pocket reference manual that might go in there as well. I just can't find it right now for this video, so if I can find it, I might weigh it out and see if I can fit it somewhere. So I thought this would be a real good one to have that had a lot of instructional type information, just a lot of things for a bug out type scenario. So that's a little mini pocket SAS survival guide. Oh man, there's so much stuff. All right. Next is these are some electronics, and so I have the electronics in another waterproof case. So this one's is, let's see, these ones. Let me open it up really quick. I haven't really tested these cases out yet, but maybe I will for a future video. That might be fun. I'm pretty sure they would work though. They're very similar to what you see from Sea to Summit as far as the design goes. So in here I have an extra battery for my cell phone, and it's charged. The only sucky thing is that you kind of have to charge these kind of regularly. So, you know, I don't know, once a month or so, so you kind of have to dip into your bug out bag. This is just a phone. It's, you know, I don't even have a plan on it right now, but if you need to, you could still call 911 with this kind of phone. So it's just kind of a backup emergency phone. It's for Boost Mobile. Maybe I'll put a Boost Mobile card in it, although those expire after a little bit of time. So that's something I'm still kind of weighing out. I have a USB charger, a little mini USB charger for the phone. It could also work for some of the other items that I have as well. And I also have a little MP3 player. I'm not sure, what is this brand? This is RCA. This is some real cheap one I got at Walmart a few years ago I don't use, and so I put it into the bug out bag with some Skull Candy headphones. And then I have the music that I put in here is all music that I wanted to have all that kind of the real important music that, you know, bring back good memories, happy stuff. I'm nothing real depressing, down and out type music, but I wanted to have this in here. I think there's only 2 gigabytes in there. But I could also charge that with the USB Mini. So that's currently what I have in there. I also have, I'm going to be including some kind of digital camera. This is TheUrbanPrepper's, and so I'm not going to steal it from her yet. I'll have to buy her a new one, and then I could put this one into the bug out bag. But I'll be having a camera as well. I didn't want to have like a video camera just because this does both photos and videos, and it's very small. So I want to do some documentation in any kind in a bug out scenario. So camera as well. All right, I'm going to stop for a little bit and let me figure out what else I have over here. All right, so I think this would be a good point to take a little break. So this will be part 1 of the video. So everyone, if you guys need a little coffee break, beer break, whatever, go take a break now, and we'll continue on with part 2 of the personal and entertainment compartment. Hope you're enjoying it so far.